thing under the square root, and then divided by, and again, I'm not going to write 30 plus 32 minus 2. I'm going to write 60 because I know what that is. Then you have to scoot over with your arrow so that you're out of that square root and do times for a new square root. This one actually takes care of itself, just 1 over 30 plus 1 over 32. Don't have to be real specific there. And then another set of parentheses on the outside of the square root. Before you hit enter, it's probably a good idea for me to go through this one more time. I'm not going to type it all again. I'm just going to go through it so you can see if your calculator matches mine. Ready? Parentheses, 0.52 minus 0.55 divided by, parentheses, square root, another parentheses, 29 times 0.05 squared plus 31 times 0.07 squared, parentheses, divided by 60. And then the square root stops, times the square root of 1 over 30 plus 1 over 32, and then a parenthesis on the outside there.
How do you get it to like end of square root?
You hit the right arrow. I got negative 1.93. Okay, now I realize that a lot of you probably won't get this answer because this is a hard series of things to write. So if you did not get this answer right now, call me over and I'll help you figure out what's wrong with your program. Square. Okay, so 0.52 minus 0.55 divided by parentheses, 29 times, that's right. That's right. Divided by 60. Oh, here, it's just because it thought that you needed a power here, but you don't. Isn't that dumb? Yeah. Anybody else? Caleb, are you still working on it? Brianna, did you get the right answer?
Yeah.
Emma? Thomas? Sierra, are you still working on it?
Mm-hmm.
Brennan, you still working? Or you got the right answer?
I got the right answer.
Okay. Thomas, you want to look at Caleb's calculator? Emma, you want to come over here and look at Brennan's?
You have a lot of extra parentheses. Yes.
That one. Oh, also you didn't do this one, divided by 60. Is that parentheses not correct? Did you get your scaler? No? you want that parentheses first, so just type over it now, divided by 60.
But isn't this?
No. Maybe you should be times actually. And we'll take that divided after the 60 sample. Oh, when you're having to retype all that stuff, so it won't automatically assume that it's under there. 1 divided by 30 plus 1 divided by 32. You map? Well, you also have on the very beginning 0.52 times 0.5. It's minus. There it is. You get it now?
No, this isn't under that.
Oh, really? So you have to start again? Ugh. Okay. Yeah, the problem is that you forgot, well, can we start? Just do that? There. Let's see, better than 60. Oops. There we go. Okay, so your problem was subtraction sign, and I think both of you missed the divided by 60 underneath the square root on the first one. Okay, nice and messy. So now that we've got negative 1.93, that hits in the rejection region, right? Which means we reject the null and accept the claim. Now, I'm not going to write a big sentence, but you would if this was a thing which was essentially that you accept the claim that the mean operating cost per miles of its sedans is less than its leading competitor. And like you'd write out every single little word that there is. If this was a p-value test, you'd compare the p-value to it instead. Let me show you guys how to do this. So everybody go to stat. Tests. You're going to pick two samples t-test. Okay, now if you had data instead of actually stats, if you just had like data that you wanted to put into your list, you'd put it there, but we've got stats because we've actually got the numbers. 0.52 is my x bar 1, my S1 is 0.05, N1 is 30, x bar 2 is 0.55, S2 is 0.07, and my N2 is 32. Then you highlight what the tail is, which is less than in this case. Pooled, yes or no. Remember, that's if the variances are equaled, it's considered pooled. So let me write that on here. Variances equaled is pooled. Okay. Okay. So you're going to click yes for this one. Ignore the extra lines I got going on. I've got something in my Y1. Okay, you see how it gave you a t is negative 1.93 here? And that's what we spent so long trying to calculate.